had to bring it back here. This is a place where a long time ago I had a Sasquatch encounter, and I wanted to bring you back to the same spot so that you could kind of capture just how vast this area is, the wilderness of it. It was real close to this spot many years ago that I had an encounter. You know, there are those that believe and there are the skeptics, but if you look back through history all around the world, you'll see that the legend of Sasquatch is recorded as far back as man knows. In fact, right in this country, our Native American Indians have a lot of stories about this creature that roamed through the woods, as mysterious as it was. And to this day, nobody has any real documentation that it exists. Nobody has any real video. All we have are people's stories like mine. And I can tell you, to the best of my memory, exactly what happened here. Now, it goes by many names. Sasquatch, of course, is what I call it. Bigfoot, the Yeti, the abominable snowman, and even Grassman in some places in Ohio. This area here is all protected state park lands, so it's a lot of wilderness. There's probably a couple thousand acres here of wilderness. Of course, it's built up tenfold in the surrounding communities from what it was back in the day when I had my encounter. So I'm very doubtful that I would ever have another encounter in this area. I just haven't heard any other stories since then of anything like that ever happening. Anyway, to relate my story, it had been many years ago, and I was taking a hike out through this area. I really enjoy the wilderness, and I guess you can call me kind of a loner or a independent. I like to go out by myself and just go places where other people may not go, to see things that other people may not see, just to take some time in solitude, to enjoy nature, and that's what I was doing. And there's a ravine that runs way down this way, and it kind of shoots back up. You saw me coming up through there. It's quite a drop down to the bottom here. I'm up on the top of the ridge, and that's where I was on that day. And I was about back in this area when, from way down there in the ravine, I heard this blood-curdling cry, which I interpret as being a Sasquatch. If you've seen all the stories, you've heard all the interpretations, my best description of it is a sound that is very loud, and I would probably compare it to like an elephant trumpet blast and a lion's roar all at the same time. There's no way humanly possible that my lungs would have the capacity to make that kind of a sound. So when you hear it, it's one of a kind. There's no doubt in your mind what it is. Well, there's probably a doubt in your mind what it is, but you won't have any real explanation for it, because it is a loud roar. And I heard it coming from way down in the valley here. And so it frightened me right away, and I thought, boy, that's a noise that I recognized from a long time ago, but as far as the stories go, that sounded like a Sasquatch. But I'm going to head back out of here and try to find my way back out to the car. So I did a U-turn, and I started hiking back out. And I hiked for quite a ways, and of course, at that time, it was a little deeper in the summer. Right now, you see I have my coat on. It's cold out. It's probably in the upper 30s today, and all the leaves have fallen off these deciduous hardwoods. It's an old growth forest. Um, but back during the time of the year that I was here, it was very dense foliage. You couldn't see very far in any direction because of the thick undercover of leaves and brush. So I started hiking my way out, and probably about 5 or 10 minutes into my walk, I heard the roar again. Only this time it had come quite a ways up from the valley and was coming behind me as I was hiking. And this time the roar was a lot louder, so it frightened me even more. So I picked up the pace. I was actually kind of doing a half trot and a fast walk at the same time, just trying to skedaddle out of here. I was probably getting to within a quarter mile of where my vehicle was when the roar came again, and it was so loud, I swear when I turned around it was going to be right behind me. And it frightened me so bad that I just took off into a full run, just as fast as I could possibly run through the woods safely. And I did make it back to my car. No other incident. I probably sat there trying to gather my wits for a minute before I left. Of course, locked the doors, like that's going to help. You know, Sasquatch rips the door right off the car, sucks me out. Nah, I don't know. Just saying, you know. But anyway, that's my story. It's simple. It's strange. Am I a believer? I don't know. Am I a skeptic? I don't know either. I mean, I know what I saw. I know what I heard. I was here. It was very real to me at the time. So, I don't know. I kind of leave it up in the air. It's just one of those mysteries. One of those lifelong mysteries that who knows will ever be solved. I encourage you to go out and enjoy nature, to take some adventures on your own. Maybe you'll have your own Sasquatch experience to tell me about next time. Till then.